How long will you live? It's not a question we often ask out loud, but in quiet moments, when your back aches, when a friend falls ill, when you find yourself forgetting what day it is, it drifts into the room. And today, we're going to look at something surprisingly simple, a test you can do right now, wherever you are, that may predict your longevity more clearly than your blood pressure, your cholesterol, even your weight. No needles, no machines, just you and the ground beneath your feet. But first, a question. Can you sit down on the floor and then stand back up without using your hands? It sounds small. It isn't. In fact, this test has quietly made its way through the halls of research for years. Not flashy, not expensive. But when scientists in Brazil studied over 2,000 adults aged 51 to 80, they found something startling. Those who couldn't stand back up without support were 5 to 6 times more likely to die within the next 6 years. None from one single cause, but from any cause. It's called the sitting rising test. And while it's just one measure, it's become a powerful lens into how long and how well you might live. But here's the twist. This test isn't really about your legs. It's about your body's symphony. Balance, flexibility, strength, coordination, the things we stop thinking about until they slip. When you're younger, getting up off the ground is effortless. You don't plan it. Your muscles fire together like old friends helping each other up. But after 60, those friends get quieter, stiffer, slower, sometimes forgetful, and the ground feels further away. Here's how the test works. Find a quiet space. No shoes, just socks or bare feet. Cross one leg behind the other. Lower yourself to the ground into a seated position, then rise back to standing. Each time you use a hand, forearm, knee, or touch something for support, you lose 1 point. You start with 10. If you move with ease, no supports, that's a perfect score. Less than 8, increased risk of early death. Less than 3, the risk jumps even more. Now, don't panic. This isn't a sentence, it's a signal. And that matters because unlike genetics, this is a signal you can respond to. Let me say that again. This is not about blame. This is about feedback. It's your body giving you a quiet tap on the shoulder saying, we've lost a little ground. Let's get it back. And you can. But maybe you're thinking, why should getting off the floor predict how long I live? Here's why. Life isn't just about living longer. It's about maintaining the ability to move through it, to reach the shelf, to carry groceries, to pick up your grandchild, to catch yourself if you trip. Mobility is more than motion. It's freedom. And freedom is what keeps you living, not just alive. Let me tell you about Ruth. She was 72 when she decided to start Tai Chi. No big goal, just wanted to move with more grace. She could barely bend her knees without pain at first. 6 months in, she passed the sitting rising test with a perfect 10. But what mattered more? She danced with her grandson at his wedding, without fear of falling. That's the quiet power of reclaiming mobility. Now, here's a question that might surprise you. Did you know that grip strength is also one of the best predictors of how long you'll live? Not your BMI, not your blood sugar, how firmly you can hold something. In fact, one study found that for every 5 kilogram drop in grip strength, the risk of death increased by 16%. Why? Because grip strength is a proxy. It tells us about muscle quality, nervous system function, even heart health. It's the handshake between your brain and your body. And like the sitting rising test, it reminds us that strength isn't about vanity. It's about vitality. And vitality can be rebuilt, even now. Especially now, because here's the most hopeful truth I can offer you today. It's never too late to improve the signals, to surprise your own body, to restore trust in your legs, your hands, your heart. Neuroplasticity doesn't care how old you are. Hi. Muscle tissue doesn't know your birth year. They respond to use, to challenge, to care. Small, steady care. Which brings us to a bigger idea. Longevity isn't a far-off number. It's a daily rhythm. And you can shape that rhythm with 5 quiet levers. 1, move like life depends on it, because it does. Walk more, stand often, strength train with your own body weight, if nothing else. It's not about looking fit, it's about keeping the lights on in your muscle fibers. 2, eat for energy, not escape. A plate of bright vegetables, healthy fats, lean protein, these are not just good habits. They are messengers to your cells. Stay alive, stay ready. 3, sleep like a sacred animal. This is when your body repairs, fights inflammation, builds memory, protects your heart. You are not being lazy when you prioritize sleep. You are being wise. 4. Love people, even imperfectly. Loneliness is as dangerous as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Connection is a biological need. Call a friend, join a group, let someone know you're still here, because you are, and that matters. 5. Practice the mental stretch. Read, learn, be curious. Try something that makes you feel slightly foolish. That's the brain rewiring itself. That's longevity in action. You see, the sitting rising test is just a doorway. It opens into a larger truth. That vitality isn't a gift some people get to keep. It's a practice, a series of choices, and it's available to you even now. Even if you feel behind, even if you're tired, even if the ground feels impossibly far away. There's a phrase I love from Japanese culture, kaizen. It means continuous improvement, not perfection, not youth, just a steady return to what is possible. And you, my friend, are still deeply possible. Let that in for a moment. You are not broken. You are not too late. You are not done. You are a body that has carried decades. You are lungs that have breathed through laughter and grief. You are hands that have held and built and given. You are legs that have walked hundreds of miles through ordinary days. So when you sit and rise from the floor, it's not just a test, it's a ritual, a reminder that your body is still listening, still learning, still loving you back. Maybe you score a 10. Maybe you struggle, doesn't matter, because now you know what to notice, what to nourish, where to begin. And that's the gift. So take the test, honor what it tells you, and then keep rising.